back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just an adorable couple in love that loves reacting to Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, we do.
And so this is season 1, episode number 11. If you want all of our reactions to this series, we have a playlist for you. If you want early ad-free access, you can get a month ahead or more, depending on which tier you sign up for. And you can also see full watch-along reactions over on Patreon. There's a link for that down below in the description of this video.
Yeah.
Are you ready to do this?
I'm definitely ready.
Okay.
Aren't you forgetting the tarp?
Right, got it.
And it's gonna clap. Oh.
Sokka, you're supposed to put the tarp on top of the tent. You know, so we don't get rained on.
Ordinarily, you'd be right, but seeing how it's the dry season, you're not.
But what if it does rain?
What if it doesn't? Then I would have put the tarp up for nothing.
You're infuriating.
Katara, why don't you worry about gathering the firewood? Because that kindling's looking pretty sorry.
Well, if you don't like my firewood...
Stressed. They are stressed.
Where's the campfire? And what happened to the tent?
Why don't you ask Miss Know-It-All, Queen of the Twigs?
Oh, yeah? Well, you're Mr. Lazy Bum, King of the Tents.
Okay, listen guys, why don't you just switch jobs?
Sounds good.
Whatever.
Settling feuds. All in a day's work for the Avatar.
He's already healing the world. Oh! Another problem solved. He's like, I got the smaller half.
Appa's got 5 stomachs.
5 stomachs?
Here it is, guys. Great Divide.
Wow, I could just stare at it forever.
Okay, I've seen enough.
How can you not be fascinated, Sokka? This is the largest canyon in the entire world.
Hey, if you're looking for the canyon guide, I was here first.
Ooh, canyon guide. Sounds informative.
More than a tour guide. He's an earthbender, and the only way in and out of the canyon is with...
You're a refugee.
Tell me something I don't know.
Is that your tribe?
It most certainly is not. That's the Zhang tribe, a bunch of low-life thieves. They've been the enemies of my tribe for 100 years. Hey, Zhang!
Yeah, way to antagonize them when you get outnumbered.
That's the ignorance I'd expect from a messy Zhang. So unorganized and ill-prepared for...
Toss you off that cliff.
All right, Avatar. Let's see those peacekeeping skills.
Who's ready to cross this here canyon?
One of them, I think.
I was here first. My party's on their way.
I can't guide people who aren't.
Exactly.
Yes, you guys will have to make the trip tomorrow.
Wait, here they come.
Now you're in a pickle.
Sick people get priority over old people.
Maybe you Zhangs wouldn't have so many sick people if you weren't such slobs.
If you Ganjins weren't so clean, maybe you wouldn't live to be so old.
I could smell your
Well,
stink a mile
ready
away.
to put your peacemaking skills to the
You
test?
called it.
This is the Avatar. And if you give him a chance, I'm sure he can come up with a compromise that will make everyone happy.
Put him on the spot.
Share the Earthbender and travel together?
Absolutely not.
We wouldn't travel with you pompous fools anyway.
This is going well.
Here's the deal. You're all going down together and Appa here will fly your sick and elderly across. Does that seem fair?
There you go. A little tough love.
Sorry, Appa. You'll have to do this on your own.
He's got it.
Are you sure it's a good idea getting involved in this?
To tell the truth, I'm not sure. But when have I ever been?
That's comforting.
No food allowed in the canyon. It attracts dangerous predators. Would you rather be hungry or dead? Now,
When you put it like that.
in 10 minutes.
I don't know, baby. You without food is not a good thing.
I know, for a day, I'd be so hangry.
See you on the other side, buddy. Yip yip.
Bye, Appa.
Every time they say yip yip, I just think of the mummy when she's riding
Oh, yeah.
the camel.
Nice bending.
The job's much more than bending, kid. Many of you are probably wondering how canyons are formed. Experts tell us this canyon was most likely carved into the ground by earth spirits who were angry at local farmers for not offering them a proper sacrifice. Hope you all brought sacrifices.
Sure, each tribe will want to sacrifice the other.
Sure.
Why'd you do that?
gotta make sure we can't be followed. We'll be safe now.
What the?
No, no, no.
Well
Not
done,
Sokka.
Okay, now we
Yeah, a little bit to the face.
Hey, Earthbender, anytime you want to, like, enclose him in some earth as a cage, really appreciate it.
What was that?
Canyon crawl.
Yeah, he's a little bit out of commission.
Your arms, they're broken.
Oh,
Without my arms, I got no bending.
Oh,
In
no.
other words,
We're trapped in this canyon.
oh. Well, Aang can learn. He's got to learn fast.
He has to learn water first, though.
Well, he learned a little bit of water.
They took food down here even after the guide told them not to.
If there's anyone who can't go without food for a day, it's you pampered Gonjins.
I hope you're happy. We're stuck in this canyon with no way out.
Did Momo have food?
Look, sticking together is the only way to...
I'm not walking another step with the likes of them.
Now there's something we can agree on.
Or unjustly blame the Zhangs like you always do.
Gladly.
We should split up. Ganjin's on this side and Zhang's on that side. We'll travel in 2 separate lines.
Aang, like a boss.
See if you can find out why they hate each other so much.
So, you guys aren't gonna put up your tarps?
What for? It's the dry season.
Exactly!
Besides, we like to use the tarp as a blanket.
Finally, someone gets.
His people.
You really think it'll rain?
No, but you can never be too careful, right?
That makes sense. They snuck the food. I think they both did, probably.
So it was you guys who had food.
Why should my people go hungry when the sneaky Zhangs are stuffing their faces?
I guess it's okay if everyone's doing it. Why does your tribe hate the Zhang so much?
You seem like a smart girl, Katara. I bet you would enjoy hearing some history.
A long time ago.
The patriarch of our tribe, Jin Wei, was an earthbender warrior who was assigned an important duty, transporting our sacred orb from the Great Eastern Gate to the Great Western Gate. Taking the orb from the east to the west represents the sun's rising and setting.
Does he have to run like that the entire time?
His arms can be so tired.
Jin Wei was attacked by one of the Zhang, a vermin named Wei Jin, who looked at the orb with envy. That and stole our sacred orb. You can never trust
Wei,
a
Wei Jin.
Zhang.
No. Instead of finding out about it, you're just taking their side already.
Conflict with the Gonjin goes back over 100 years. Our forefather, Wei Jin, was leaving the western gate of our village when he saw a figure in the distance. It was a man of the Gonjin tribe, Jin Wei. Jin Wei was transporting a sacred orb, a very powerful relic used in his tribe's redemption ritual. Wei Jin tried to tend to the man's wounds, but Jin Wei insisted the orb was more important and asked him to take it back to his tribe. But as Wei Jin crossed the border to return the orb into Gonjin territory, he was arrested. They sentenced him to 20 long years in prison.
No good deed goes unpunished.
I can't figure out the truth of it, though. It's gotta be like a little bit of both sides.
Yep, somewhere in the middle of the 2 stories.
It's okay, Momo. We'll be out of here soon enough. And then we can eat our weight in lychee nuts.
Momo's like, oh. There you go.
Nah, I'll wait for the lychee nuts.
Oh, he's sharing his food. Pig shy.
Katara, Sokka, will these people cooperate long enough to get out of the canyon?
I don't think so, Aang. They ambushed Jin Wei and stole the sacred orb.
What are you talking about?
Wei Jin didn't steal the orb. He was returning it to their village gate and was wrongfully punished by the Gonjin.
Not punished enough, if you ask me.
Okay, I get it. Now I need your help. Let's get everyone together at the base of the canyon wall.
Don't know how much help they're gonna be, considering they've already chosen sides.
Please, everyone, as soon as we get out of here, fire we can eat, and then go our separate ways. But I need you all to put your heads together and figure out a way up this cliff.
Maybe the Zhang can climb the wall with their long, disgusting fingernails.
Oh.
To the Ganjin, unclipped fingernails is a crime punishable by 20 years in jail.
Why, you dirty thief!
You pompous fool!
Oh boy.
Harsh words won't solve problems. Action will.
Perhaps the Avatar is right.
They're gonna fight.
Yes, perhaps he is.
No, dude. Ugh.
Oh no.
How'd you not see this is where it's going? Dang. You're 2 glasses half full.
You know, I take it back. Harsh words aren't so bad.
Nice.
Well done.
Ooh. Pissed now.
Is that food? Everyone smuggled food down here? Unbelievable! You guys put our lives in danger because you couldn't go without a snack for a day? You are all awful! So hungry. Is that egg custard in there?
Oh shit.
Sokka, wait! I don't care about this stupid feud. I just want us to get out of here alive.
Me too. I only took their side because they fed me.
Sokka. Honesty. I love it.
You need more airbending than that.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Damn. Okay, but
Now they're just mad.
they quickly recovered. Now you gotta fight together. Common enemy.
Everybody, watch me do what I do!
They're gonna ride him. Awesome. Teamwork.
Now follow me! We're riding out of this hole!
Free to go, eh?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Very, very clever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give them their reward. They were good little creepy spider bugs.
Yeah, you gotta take the stuff off their face so they have a chance at...
They'll be fine. They'll get it. They'll figure it out.
I never thought a Ganjin could get his hands dirty like that.
And I never knew you Zhangs were so reliable in a pinch.
Perhaps we're not so different after all.
Oh.
Too bad we can't rewrite history. You thieves stole our sacred orb from Jin Wei.
You tyrants unjustly imprisoned Wei Jin for 20 long years.
Wait a second. Jin Wei? Wei Jin? I know those guys. I might not look it, but I'm 112 years old. I was there 100 years ago on the day you're talking about.
Damn. It's convenient.
First of all, Jin Wei and Wei Jin weren't enemies. They were brothers, twins in fact. And they were 8. And most importantly, they were just playing a game. The sacred orb from the legend, that was the ball. And the eastern and western gates were the goalposts. Jin Wei had the ball and was running toward the goal when he fell and fumbled it. Wei Jin didn't steal the ball. He picked it up and started running it back toward the other goal. But he stepped out of bounds, so the official put him in the penalty box.
The panda's the official.
There was no stealing and no putting anyone in prison.
You're saying the sacred orb was actually a sacred ball?
Nope, just a regular ball.
What about our tribe's redemption ritual?
That's what the game was called.
Is he making this up?
Don't get me wrong, Wei Jin was kind of a slob, and Jin Wei was a little stuffy. That much is true. But they respected each other's differences enough to share the same playing field.
I suppose it's time we forget the past.
And look to the future.
Good job, Aang. Although I think you made that story up.
But it was a great story.
I cannot thank you enough, Avatar.
Well, you know, I tried.
Let us travel to the Earth Kingdom capital as one tribe.
I'm going too. I'm sick of this place.
That's some luck you knew Jin Wei and Wei Jin.
You could call it luck, or you could call it lying.
Oh.
You made the whole thing up.
That is so wrong.
Now where's that custard? I'm starving.
That is quick. That is thinking on your feet, though.
Yeah.
And for them to believe him, like, I mean, I look at about I'm 112 years old. Okay, we'll just take this kid's word for it. But that's just it, right? I mean, like, the best liars are the ones that, like, think about George Costanza in Seinfeld when Jerry's, like, trying to pass a lie detector test because he doesn't want the girl he's dating to know that he watches, or he lied about watching Melrose Place.
Oh.
And so he's like, how do I be this lie detector test? And George is like, it's not a lie if you believe it. And that's kind of Aang's thing, you know? It's like, I mean, if you just sell it well enough, yeah, people will believe it. He didn't pause or hesitate like I am, even like not telling a lie, and just went straight through it. And that's why I said it's very like impressive the way he was able to just come up with it like that.
I think the most impressive part of it for me was not just the almost like absurd creativity of making them kids, like babies, but the fact that, you know, but what about our people's redemption ritual? Oh, well, you know, when they score a goal, they go, redemption! No, to your point, no hesitation, but like, that's the kind of thing that would trip you up if you were lying. And he executed it flawlessly.
Yeah, just to come up with that was fantastic. It was brilliant. And then, I mean, that was 2 back-to-back great thinking on his feet moments from Aang that previously we've only really seen from kind of coming from Sokka the last few episodes. But this Aang, you know, like seeing the bugs and the bags on their face, like I didn't realize where he was going with that. And then, yeah. That was great. Like just dangling the carrot, basically.
That was really smart.
Yeah.
That was him, like, not just thinking fast on his feet, but also thinking outside the box. I mean, finding a very creative solution to the problem they were in that was not at all obvious.
Aang's my favorite, but Sokka's quickly, or I guess slowly, climbing the ranks with each episode. These last 4 in particular. And for this one, I just love that he was so honest with the fact that, like, I was just on their side because they fed me.
Yeah, I mean, I gave Sokka a really hard time in the start, and
we both did.
Not undeservedly, but he's, you know, this journey is doing him a lot of good, and it's doing them all a lot of good. But I think in the past couple of episodes, we're particularly seeing Aang and Sokka start to step up and start to, like, come into their strengths. Whereas, like, Katara from the beginning was, like, the kind of pseudo leader of the group because she was the mature one, and she often thought on her feet, and she was practical. And so, like, those were advantages that neither Sokka nor Aang had. And now they're coming into a point where, like, all right, they don't have it in the same way Katara does, but they're starting to recognize their own skills and their own abilities and kind of come into that.
I also love when Katara found out that Aang lied. Like, he thought she was going to, like, admonish him or something like that. Instead, she was like, ooh, Aang's a bad boy. It's like, oh, that's a bad thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
not that I think they're going to, like, there's anything between them, but I just thought that was a fun moment for her.
Yeah, it was sort of like when Hermione Granger says, like, it's kind of fun breaking the rules, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it was just like for Katara, like that was the same moment for her.
But yeah, I mean, you know, and she stole something previously. I mean, it was from a pirate, so, you know, we were like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, Aang has kind of always done everything above board, and yeah, he's such a good kid and a good person, and so to see him do that and lie, I mean, it was for a good cause. But still surprising. Like, normally when you aren't a practiced liar, you can't lie that well or convincingly. Sold it.
I was thinking, like, as the episode ended, the sort of like philosophically around the morality of that lie. Because I was like, that was a very impressive lie. And, like, sure, a lying's bad, but, like, oh, this was for such a good reason. And, like, they're all going to be so much better off because of it. At the same time, there was that part where was like, I guess, like, I don't know, the history buff in me was like, right, but there's, like, actually a redemption ritual, and these people are going to lose touch with their traditions because they're going to go back and tell everyone it was the story of a toddler's fight. Like, that doesn't feel as good, but at the same time,
yeah,
I don't know. It was pitched well in this because I'm like, I'm okay with it.
So if you can't wait for the next episode, then go ahead and check out Patreon down below in the description of this video. You can get early ad-free access that way. And thanks so much for checking out our reaction for Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 1, Episode 11, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.